Ano? Okay, mag-start ka na lang ulit. Sige.
I will be discussing Jean-Jacques Rousseau's social contract. In Jean-Jacques Rousseau's social contract, man is born free and everywhere he is, in chains freedom. In his view, is something that is acquired, but what every man is born with as a matter of innate endowment is the right to be politically free. The first part of Rousseau's statement asserts every man's natural right to political liberty. The second part is intended to describe the political condition of man who, in his century and in most of preceding centuries, were subjected to the despotic power of absolute monarchy. Governed without their consent and having no voice in their own government, they wore the chains of slavery, to be subject to the arbitrary will of rulers who ruled by might alone is, according to Rousseau, to be a slave. The only legitimate government, according to Rousseau, is that of a republic, constituted by law and consisting in a government by law rather than by men. The only men who enjoy political liberty under government are the citizens of the republic, each of whom shares in the sovereignty of the government of which he is a constituent as well as citizen. Rousseau's theory of social contract has other implications and consequences, but whatever else it means, it heralded the formation of French and American republics and the birth of freedom through government of, by, and for the people. Thank you. For the second, I will be discussing Thomas Hobbes' Leviathan. Hobbes was born in 1588, 61 years after the death of Machiavelli. He lived for 91 years and died on December 4, 1679. His lifetime encompassed one of the most turbulent periods in English history. Hobbes' political theories built around the notion of state of nature. Hardly any of Hobbes' successor could do without it. The state of nature plays an important role in the writings of John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and Immanuel Kant. A state of nature also means a time in which men live without any government, a primitive condition in which there was no king, no law, and no civil societies. Hobbes believes that men once actually lived in this condition. Most of his successors consider the state of nature as a hypothetical notion, needed to explain the origin of civil society. For Hobbes, the state of nature is a state of war. He said, during the time of men live without a common power, it keeps them all in awe. They are in that condition which is called war. The reason for this is that man is competitive, yet diffident, and also desirous of glory. All characteristics cause men to fight. The first, in order to gain someone else's possessions. The second, to protect his own. And last, is to obtain fame and reputation. Therefore, as men do not kept from fighting by fear of some stronger power, Hobbes also believes that everyone should try to live in peace. If that, however, is not possible, then everyone naturally must try to wage war as ambitiously as possible. He continues with the first law that commands to seek peace and follow it. Second law commands a man to give up his natural liberty or his own right to do anything he pleases for the sake of security. The person being discussed in this work is the Commonwealth. Since it comes into being for the sake of making a state of peace out of a state of war. Justice for Hobbes comes into being with the state. Until a state exists with laws and determine what belongs to each person, there can be no justice or injustice. There are no standards by which governments can be judged. The only way in which there could be a law of nations would be to have a sovereign power over all nations, that is to have a complete and strong world government. This would involve the surrender of national sovereignty.